settlers continued to arrive. And by the spring of 1833, more than 1,000 members of the growing church had settled in Jackson County. Many of the saints who gathered to Missouri had only recently joined the church. Yet these new converts were often called upon to fill important roles in establishing Zion.
I don't have a regular pencil.
We could just take a picture of it.
This is different.
I think he's trying to let us go by, but he doesn't have enough room.
This is a hedge apple or an Osage orange. You can use the seeds, like sesame seeds, minus the rotten part. And they're supposed to be good for treating cancer, says the folktale. So
And they come from this really strange tree that we're standing under.
And it's a deciduous tree.
Deciduous. Wow.
Such a fun place for children and adults as well. They learn many pioneer games that pioneers used to play, and they can dress up in pioneer clothing, and it's a great time. Craftsmanship and pride that went into settling Nauvoo. That is a beautiful home to go visit. During his lifetime, Brigham Young directed the western migration of more than 70,000 Mormons and carried out the colonization of more than 350 settlements there.
Show me your hand. Yeah.
Scooty.
Yeah.
Thank you, Sister Thompson.
Bought it and married Emma Smith later in life, and Emma Smith died in 1974. You go around the corner, you can see the Mansion House. The Mansion House was a great big huge hotel at the time. Joseph and his family had 3 rooms in the front. Lucy Mack had a room in the back. It had 22 rooms and it had stables for 30 horses, so it was a big operation at that time.
To the members of the Church of the Latter-day Saints, dear brethren, we deem it unnecessary to entertain you with a lengthy preface to the following volume, but merely to say that it contains in short the leading items of the religion which we have professed to believe.
Invented the repeating rifle, and his gun shop and his blacksmith shop are on the north end of the house, and the south end is where his family lives in that house. And Elder Denham would love to give you a demonstration of how.
Then he invented this. You can shoot 5 shots, 10, 15, 20, or 25 shots. The South and the North never knew about this rifle. If either side had known about it, it could have changed the war.
During the attack, Joseph and his party were upstairs in the Steagles' bedroom. The floorboards are all original. If you look at the nails in the floor, you can see that they're the square cut nails that people used to use. This is pretty much how the room appeared. The second night they were here, there were 7 men here. Joseph and Hiram took the bed.
About 5 p.m. on that hot, sultry afternoon, a large group of armed men, some with faces blackened to disguise their identity, headed for the jail. The prisoners hurriedly closed the door and tried to hold it shut. Members of the mob fired into the door. The first shot grazed the lock. A second came through the door, striking Hiram in the face and killing him almost instantly. A hail of bullets whizzed through the air as the door was forced ajar. John Taylor tried to push away the rifles with his walking stick. Then he stepped back toward the window. He was struck in the hip by a bullet. Another ball from outside struck his watch, knocking him back into the room, onto the floor, and almost under the bed. Joseph also started for the window. 2 bullets from outside struck him in the chest. 2 other bullets hit him in the back. He plunged through the window to the ground below, mortally wounded. When Joseph fell, the mob rushed downstairs to see if he was dead. Willard Richards ran to the window and looked down at the prophet's body. As he turned to leave the room, he heard a gasp. "Take me with you." He pulled the wounded John Taylor from under the bed and hid him in the dungeon cell, thinking the mob would probably return. Outside, someone yelled, "The Mormons are coming!" The mob turned and fled. By morning, many of the townspeople had also fled, fearing vengeance for the death of Joseph and Hiram. But the warning shout and the fear it expressed were unfounded. The vengeance never came. The Latter-day Saints were stunned. Joseph and Hiram were gone.